Peace, love, and light. Gemini-Cancer Cusp Collective, thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses Tarot for your Taurus season love reading. Thank you for your patience and all of your likes, your comments, your shares, and subscriptions. They truly do mean the world to me. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you find that you resonate with this reading or any of the other videos on my channel, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscription button, okay? And hit that bell notification so you're notified when my videos do upload and are posted, so you can be the first to get your eyes on them, okay? So thank you again for being here. For those that are new, again, I start out every video with a quick prayer. This is an opportunity for you to ground your energy, for me to ground my energy, for us to be grounded together so that we can both be open to the messages that need to be heard, articulated, and received, right? So I thank you again for allowing me to engage with your collective in this way, guys. I really do enjoy these readings. And thank you again for allowing me to bring them to you in divine timing, okay? So we're just using seasons and dates and such as a means to keep things organized. Please keep in mind that these are general readings and they are timeless. It can resonate with you at any given point, any season, any day. You just have to be in tune with your higher self to kind of know what's for you and what's for not for you, right? So keep that in mind, all right? Take only what resonates, leave the rest for everybody else, and everything should be okay. If this video is coming to you affected or being affected in any way, shape, or form by this pandemic, I am sending you so much love, light, peace, strength, and courage to get through whatever you need to go through, to trust and believe that you are not alone, especially if you're dealing with the loss of a loved one, okay? I am praying for you and yours, sending condolences, wishing you peace. It's not easy, you know, you're not alone. I'm in that boat with you, okay? It's not easy, but we keep moving forward and we trust in the fact that their love and their light, although they are not with us in the physical, remains with us, right, in the spirit and in our hearts and in our energy, and finds us when we most need it. So sending you all much love with that, okay? Remember that healing is cyclical and not linear, okay? So it's okay to be emotional about the loss of a loved one or about what's going on in the world. It's okay to ebb and flow between that, where you're having good days and then you're having bad days. It's perfectly normal and totally okay, okay? Just make sure that you're doing the very, very best to not let any of the negative feelings or the negative emotions take root in your essence, okay? Or take root in your heart, in your energy. Feel what you feel, articulate it, name it, call it, and let it go, right? Let it flow through you, release it. So it's super important, especially just during this time. We got a lot of cosmic shifts in the universe happening, planets in retrograde, eclipses coming up, summer's here, right? So it's warming out. People are even more anxious to get out and about and do what we normally do during the summers here. Or just the summer season. If it's winter where you are, right, it's just that yearning to kind of get back out there. Just trust this process, okay? Dig deep to find that strength and courage to stay safe, stay home, okay? I know that that can be difficult and tempting, but please, this pandemic is crazy, y'all. I don't know why I'm going off about that. Some of you guys might need to hear that, but it's just, you are a sovereign being, okay? Trust in your own intuition. If it feels wrong to go out, don't go out, okay? If it feels right, then go ahead, follow your gut. But just take it a day at a time, y'all. Just take it a day at a time, okay? I feel like this past full moon in Scorpio really hit Gemini-Cancer. It kind of in a funky, kind of crazy way is what I'm getting. So we'll talk about that a little bit more after our prayer. And then we will do our usual spread where I'm going to pull an oracle for the Gemini energy, then an oracle for the Cancer energy, and an oracle for the balance between the two, just to give cuspers a better gauge and measurement on where they are in their own energy dynamic, and then also for cross watchers who maybe are just Geminis or just Cancers or have some sort of Gemini-Cancer dynamic within a relationship connection. or within their own natal chart, okay? So if you have any affirmations, if you have any prayers, if you have any meditations or mantras that you like to do, say, or practice to connect with your higher self, your divine source or your spiritual team, please do so as I pray right now, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own divine ancestral council, and all archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Cusp Collective of Gemini Cancers as a whole. Thank you so much for connecting us in this moment in time and grounding us in your love, light, and your mercy. We thank you so much for that same grounding, acting as a covering over us. Thank you, ancestors, for walking with us in this lifetime. Thank you for giving us the strength and raising us up in courage every single day to face whatever twists, turns may come our way. May we embrace them, all challenges, all rewards, all of it, every part of our day, with love, with understanding, with compassion, with honesty. We are just so grateful and humbled that you guide us in this life, ancestors, and we pray that by honoring our light and honoring you in this lifetime, you'll continue to guide us and honor us throughout all lifetimes. And we are so thankful for that blessing, universe, and so it is. Alrighty, Gemini Cancers, Gemsers. How are you? Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, let me know what's going on in the comment section. But it feels like, yeah, this Scorpio full moon energy that came in through Taurus season, it feels like it kind of shook you guys a little bit, and shook you in a way where I feel this kind of timidness, almost this fear of movement. Yeah, this fear of movement, this fear of moving forward. Yeah, something coming up from a past life is being activated now with these retrogrades and with this full moon energy and these eclipse seasons. Okay, so that's going to be super important because your initial season, Gemini season, is coming up. Okay, we're about to enter into Gemini season soon. And I feel like that initiation through the full moon in Scorpio is, yeah, ooh, interesting I said initiation. So you're being initiated in some way, shape, or form, whether it's to ascend out of some sort of emotional state, to ascend past some sort of lesson in life, spiritual lesson, for past life to come out. Definitely something from your past life is being relearned, or something from your past life is coming back up for you to heal, for you to remember the lesson, for you to connect back with what happened so that you don't repeat the pattern. Okay, so that almost is yeah, that's exactly where that timid and fear, it's like you're seeing what happened in the past life, or you're feeling of what happened, or you're reliving what happened in that moment, and it's only happening, it's shaking you up a little bit because you're like, oh my God, I thought I was past this, or I don't know where this is coming from. But it's only coming up for you to be reminded of where you are, what's going on, and how you need to go, to kind of remind you of your destiny, remind you of your path. There you go. To remind you of your strength even, right? So, this could even be like a reminder or something coming back, or emotions coming back to show you how far you've come. Okay, you've come a very, very, very long way. A very, very long way, Gemser. So trust in that progress that you've made. And that's the only reason why this energy is coming back up for you. So you can see just how different you are from that moment in time to now. Okay, so try your best not to get swept up in reliving the emotions. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely. Especially if the emotions are coming back are like nostalgic, okay? Like something that was like, oh, that was a good time. It's like it's like that's coming up for you to remember. Yes, that was a good time, but then there was also those lessons that were learned. And those lessons that were learned then are coming into play, are going to need to be in play for whatever's headed towards you in this new season or that's coming up, okay? That seems super important for some of you. All right. Whoa, Spirit. All right. Yeah, they're ready to talk. Yeah, reconciliation, exactly. So there is some sort of reconciliation coming up for you, Gemsters, and the only reason why you're having this reemergence in this emotional state or this flashback type of energy or that retrograde or just going back and reliving that under darkness is to remember what that felt like then and to trust in your growth and your progress now. Okay, Spirit. So yeah. All right, Spirit. So show us where the Gemini energy is. Thank you so much for Taurus season. In this dynamic, where is the Gemini energy? Ooh. Yep. Pay attention to the red flags. Exactly. I love, Spirit. The signs are cautioning you. So your emotional state, whatever has come up to the surface, whatever flags have been thrown, whatever you're seeing now, whatever's coming into your view from the past, it's like that's why Spirit's bringing it back up, like I said, to show you, hey, remember how that felt? Remember this feeling? Remember when you were in this situation? Remember how you got out of it? Remember all that you went through? Remember, because it's something about that part of your life. It's something about that lesson that was learned or the lessons that were learned during that time or something about that situation that is coming back around or headed towards you. And you need to remember all that you went through in order to properly see and navigate through what's coming back. Okay? Yeah, so pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to what you're seeing. This could also be a situation where, let's say, you were dealing with someone. Again, for those that are new, love energies in my reading can be platonic love, family, friends, co-workers, neighbors. Romantic love, marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend, soulmate, twin flame relationships, or career and finances, right? So work, industries, new paths, abundance, financial planning, all of that can come out in my readings, okay? But this definitely feels like Gemini-cancers, Gemsters, you are headed towards a reconciliation with someone where you are needing to remember parts of either like that connection. So let's say this is someone from your past coming back around. You're reliving those emotions. You're tapping back into that situation because when this person comes back, you're going to have to be solid, clear cut on what you feel, what is a red flag, what isn't a red flag, like what you learned from that. That's going to have to be in your basket in order to deal with the reconciliation, okay, for some of you. For others of you, this is you being pulled back into something from your past life, where a lesson that you learned in a past life is, it's almost like, you know how it's like you can learn the lesson and then when you have that knowledge, applying the knowledge is the wisdom. It's like you're pulling up on that wisdom point where now you've learned that in a past life. It's coming back up to where you're going to have to utilize what you've learned for wisdom in this new path or in whatever's coming back towards you. Okay. So paying attention to the red flags is important, especially red flags within your own energy. If thinking about a certain thing is still making you upset, or the idea of something coming back is still bothering you, something like that, like whatever red flags are coming out in your emotional state, they're telling me, or in your mental state, is important for you to look at, analyze, work through now so that it doesn't hinder you for what's coming forward to you. Okay, Gemsters? All right, Spirit, thank you so much. Yep, keep an open mind. That's where that Cancer energy is. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, yeah? Keeping an open mind, exactly. Yeah. Yep. So that's why Spirit is bringing you back to those red flags and helping you pay attention to what's happening, because you're going to have to be grounded and open and healed from those situations, or at least in balance with those situations, or at peace with those situations, in order to be open to this soulmate, to this person, to this connection, to this opportunity, this job coming up for you or coming into your energy field right now, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. Where is the balance for Gemini Cancers for Taurus season? Yeah, trust. Ooh. It's like as soon as I said the word, I felt y'all go, ugh. Trust, Gemsters. This is your challenge, I feel. This is the trust. You know, I do owe you guys a bonus reading, so I'm going to put out a thorn, petal, and balance reading for you guys, okay? It'll be a little bit more in depth than the dailies, but I think that's going to be important just because that felt like a thorn in your side, this trust. We'll dig a little deeper into that, okay? So stay tuned. But yeah, this is that balance. This situation is causing for you to trust. This situation is calling for you to have a high level of faith. A high level of faith. And I'm just looking dead at this picture. It's like, yeah, this could be the return of someone who maybe left, Gemsters. Like, let's say this is someone, you were with them, you know, and you both decided, or they decided, you know, they want to go somewhere else. They want to be with someone else. They need to move away from the relationship for whatever reason, right? It's like that's coming back now. It's like now they're either coming back or, Gemsters, for some of you, these red flags are happening now. You're seeing the red flags in this connection. You're seeing the red flags in this situation, okay? And it's cautioning you and opening you up to find a deeper level in trust in spirit and have a deeper level of faith in the universe, and to keep an open mind about these red flags. Meaning, like, if you're getting these red flags, Gemsters, to move away from someone, move away from a job, find a different path, or that this is just not happening, or, okay, that, let's say this is like a connection, okay? I'm getting a bit of that where it's like, yeah, you're seeing the red flags, and there's this need or desire to stay open to this person, or there's this, oh, thank you, Spirit, it's the opposite. So there's this reaction or this coping to be blocked off, to go cold, air energy, right? Just to keep it all in the mind, no emotion, think it through, think. This could be a sign, since this came out for the Gemini energy, that you're overthinking it. Paying attention to the red flags, you might overthink what's happening right now. And your emotions need to remain open, okay? Because this is in your Cancer dynamic. Your emotional energy needs to remain open, and you need to have trust, okay? Trust and have a higher faith that whatever is happening, whatever these red flags are, whatever you're being called or your attention is being called to, okay? Whatever is going on right now in your world right now, Gemsters, you have to have a high level of trust and believe, okay, that what's meant for you is meant for you, okay? Trusting the universe. Yeah, this feels heavy. This kind of feels like a situation, Gemsters, where you are seeing red flags within a dynamic that you're connected to or a part of. And the signs are cautioning you of these red flags, right? That this isn't it, or you need to go in a different direction. Or again, right? Remember what you already went through. Remember you've already been through this. And it's needing you to have faith in being open, right? That whatever happened in the past isn't going to happen again. You're not going to make those same mistakes, okay? What you're going to do, right? What we're aiming for is this trust. You're going to trust that whatever's leaving you, whatever's coming into you is meant for you. And you're going to keep an open mind and an open heart to that. Okay, that seems to be what Spirit really wants you to do. So let's go ahead and dig a little deeper into this, Gemsters, with the Golden Universal Tarot. Absolutely love this deck. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What do Gemsters need to know about pay attention to the red flags? What are the red flags? What do they need to know? What are the signs? What's happening? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the clarification. What do Gemsters need to know about paying attention to the red flags? Yeah, ooh, moon energy. Something's hidden here. There's something hidden here. Oof, Queen of Cups. Yeah, something in your emotions. And I love that. I love that this is coming under your air energy, your air dynamic. That's exactly, okay. Thank you, Spirit, for that clarification. So there is something stirring, or something that has been stirred or shooken up. That's what I was feeling. It's like you just felt shook. Something has shook you emotionally, okay? And it's causing you to reflect very deeply, okay? It's causing you to either feel hidden. Oh, I'm getting that. You either feel hidden, almost as if like whatever you're connecting with, whatever you're waiting for, whatever you're looking to, whatever's happening, whatever you're being cautioned about, it's this sense of not being seen. Yeah, it's this sense of like being hidden. Whether you're getting the red flags that someone like a Queen of Cups is being hidden from you, Gemsters, or this is you in your Cancer energy, right? That Cancer dynamic being hidden. Yeah, that Cancer dynamic, or your emotions being hidden. Interesting. Or, Gemsters or cross watchers, this could be somebody hiding emotions from you. Okay, hiding intuition. Also kind of feels like maybe your intuition might be, yeah, your intuition is super intense right now. That's what it is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. For some of you, your intuition is so heightened right now. It's almost like your Cancerian energy is bringing you so much emotional, intuitive insight that it's a little difficult for your Gemini air energy to kind of, yeah, it's like arresting your Gemini energy a little bit, where you're halting, right? Like you're paying attention to it and you're like, okay, I don't know what to focus on because so much is happening. Yeah. There's so many signs coming in. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of intuitive signs through your emotions, okay? About this connection, about either keeping an open mind or about the need to trust and have faith, okay? Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not getting like this kind of feels like something, and I hate to say it, but it feels like something may not be going in your favor. Yeah, like something saying, what is it? What about this moon and the Queen of Cups, Gemini? Ugh. What do Gemsters need to know about this moon and the Queen of Cups under pay attention to the red flag? Wow. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. So there's something hidden. There's definitely something happening behind the scenes, and you are becoming very aware of that. Because this is another intuitive queen, right? All the queens are intuitive. I mean, pretty much the whole court is intuitive. But this is receiving some sort of intuitive hits, receiving some sort of spiritual knowledge. Wands are connected to spirit energy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's your intuition is cautioning you. Your intuition is heightened and alarming you and alerting you to some red flags and some signs that are cautioning you when it comes to giving this cup, when it comes to these emotions, when it comes to, yeah, the moon, with the moon here. Yeah, it's something hidden. It's something hidden, something that it's almost like hidden in plain sight. Because what's super interesting is like, this isn't just like a typical moon. This feels like a moon and the sun. It's illuminating the darkness in this particular deck, right? This looks like a sun, but it's also the moon. So it's illuminating that darkness, illuminating some sort of emotions, which is probably what that Queen of Cups energy is. And that's what you're feeling in your Cancerian energy, to keep an open mind. Okay? But intuitively, yeah, you're feeling something shift. You're feeling something isn't right. You're feeling something is off. Okay? Or you're either feeling something is off or something is coming. Okay? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so it also could be, and I do not condone third party situations or, you know, being with people who are already with someone, like, no. But this feels like someone might be either coming into that awareness, right? That there is someone hidden, there is someone, or something going on, a connection going on with someone else. And you're being alerted to that. It's almost just like you're seeing these red flags, like, okay, there's something going down. Okay? This could have also already happened, Gemsters. Okay? And that, yeah, a judgment. A judgment. Yeah, so someone's made a judgment call here. Spirit's made a judgment call. This is also my answer prayer card. So someone could have been praying to know what these signs mean. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Some of you, Gemsters, might have had this intuitive notion, this emotional feeling, this connectedness, and maybe not fully understood what the signs were cautioning you about, and now that's becoming clear. Now that's becoming clear. So there's clarity coming in. Your prayers to know what's going on, or your prayer to have understanding, is being answered. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and see what you want to keep an open mind about, Gemsters. What do Gemsters need to keep an open mind about this season? Whoa. The Sun. Happiest card in the deck. All right, so this was feeling kind of sad and a little somber, but this kind of brightened it up a little bit. Okay, so what you're coming into is enlightenment, awareness about something that is positive, ultimately. Needing to keep an open mind to this is the highest good. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Keeping an open mind to the highest good, your highest good. Keeping an open mind to your joy, to your peace, right? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. Gemsters, you could be connecting with the Leo, okay? You could also be connecting with Pisces, a Scorpio, or Leo. Okay. Gemsters, yes. Gotcha. Judgment call, blessings coming down. Yeah, it's this sense of, yeah, something's been answered. So pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you that this also feels centered around a choice. Like a choice has been made. Something that was hidden emotions, maybe even. Yeah. Okay. Someone is coming into some illumination around hidden emotions, hidden insights, hidden feelings, whether, again, within themselves or within a partner, or something that's just, again, been dormant in their energy, right? Something's awakening there. And you're needing to pay attention to those red flags, but also keeping an open mind to your highest good, to it being positive. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So this is that sense of whatever is happening, don't allow the negative, like, okay, that's why I brought that up earlier. And I was like, why am I going off about that? Don't allow the negative thoughts or the negative energies or the negative emotions you feel take root in your heart, right? Don't let it take root in your mind either, right? So don't overthink the negative. Don't be so quick to go towards negative. Keep an open mind to the positive happening. Keep an open mind to the best, highest good happening for all involved, okay? And keep an open mind that maybe who you thought you had emotions for, right? Or maybe who you thought you were connecting with is not necessarily that person, right? That the person that you're expecting to have that connection with, or you're yearning to have that connection with, it's someone different, okay? And that might be becoming illuminated for you, Gemsters. Very interesting. What else about keep an open mind Gemsters need to know? King of Swords, yeah. Clear-minded, making decisions, clarity, okay? Yeah, keeping an open mind. This is the epitome of keeping an open mind here. The King of Swords keeps an open mind, hears everybody out, sees it from all sides, all angles, thinks about it from all sides and all angles, and then makes a passionate choice, right? Aligns with the truth. The King of Swords is very passionate about the truth, okay? Looking, seeking, always open to the truth. Will sort through and cut down any lies as they see fit. They won't be hasty to, like a Queen of Swords would. They'll even entertain you. They'll know you're lying, right? It's that energy. So what I love is that this is your Gemini energy, your air energy, coming in to balance out that Cancerian side. And then here's your Cancerian energy with the moon, right? And the Queen of Cups coming in to balance out your Gemini energy. So for a majority of my cuspers, my Gemini Cancer cuspers watching, you are very balanced this season, or you have been very balanced this season. So good for you. Kudos to you, because that definitely can be challenging, especially with that Scorpio Oh, Scorpio full moon. Look at that. Scorpio full moon came in, illuminated some sort of red flags that you needed to pay attention to, gave you some sort of signs that you needed to be cautious. Yeah, and to use your intuition to find answers. Use your intuition to call a judgment, to make a choice. This is also like, again, prayers being answered, blessings coming in. So this is almost like I'm feeling... Oh, Gemsters, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Spirit is saying, and they're coming through to say that you've mastered this red flag. It's like you did it. You conquered it. The red flags came in. You tapped into the moon energy. You used that Cancerian dynamic to look into that cup, look into your emotions, find the truth, and then move based on your instinct and based on your intuition to bring in this blessing, to call a decision, to make a decision on something, okay? And to receive, or at least to be open, right? To be open to something. And then here you are in your Cancerian energy, right? With the sun, positive, and the King of Swords. So you're very, very balanced and you're in some high vibes, Cancer. Or for those resonating with Cancer energy or Gemsters resonating with this fully, you're in high vibration, which is great. Keep that up, okay? What's the overall for keeping open mind that Gemsters need to know? Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. I just heard seeds being planted, or seeds that were planted are now growing. Wow, with the sun there and the 7 of Pentacles, yeah, it's this illumination. You have the sun and the moon here too. All right, so this is a lot of cosmic energy. So it feels as though as the planets continue to shift, as these eclipses come in, that's so interesting. That's why I went off on that. I was wondering, because I didn't do that for other videos. But you, Gem Cancers, are going to be super, super, super connected to the cosmos for the rest of Taurus season and for your Gemini season, and more than likely for your Cancer season too. So this looks like a 3-month spread for you, where you are going to be very tapped into the cosmos, to the shifts. We got eclipses coming, and it's all centered around seeds that you've planted, things that you've invested in, people that you've invested in, connections you've invested in, okay? Now it's like, yeah, you getting into this King of Air, King of Swords energy, mastering the mind, being able to mentally decide and make clear, cut, honest, fair, truthful, passionate decisions. Yeah, so that definitely is coming through. And what you're deciding around is your business endeavors, connections, seeds that you've planted. It's like that's that coming back for the harvest. This is the harvest energy here with the Judgment. Now you're going to reap what you've sown. So it's like, yeah, congratulations. You've passed that red flag phase. You tapped in enough. You've grown enough. You've learned enough. That's what I was saying, coming back from that past life. You've learned from those past lives, those past instances, that when you do start seeing red flags, when your spirit is starting to tell you things, when your energy or your emotions, your intuition is starting to go off, you've learned to listen. You've learned to listen and allow judgment to come from the divine, and maybe as opposed to yourself. So that feels like a big transition for you, Gemsters, which is super awesome. Okay. Yeah, to have the sun and the moon here, it's complete balance. So it's like, because you've mastered that emotional decisiveness, right? And being in tune with those dynamics and making decisions based on your intuition and allowing the universe to guide you, you now get this positive, clear cut vision, right? Of investments, of things coming back, returning to you. Okay. Yeah, keeping an open mind. So being open-minded about how this harvest comes in. So again, it may be different than what you expected, right? So let's say you planted the seed to get one thing, but something else is going to come out of it, right? That's what that feels like. Like you planted the seed for it to be a pumpkin, but it ended up being a watermelon. Both pretty great, but that's your harvest, that watermelon. You see what I'm saying? So it's that energy, and you want to keep an open mind and be open to that. And I feel like you are with that King of Swords. You're very open-minded. You're open to hearing all ends of whatever this judgment is. You're open to hearing out the divine. Like, okay, I've grown, I've planted the seeds, I've learned from my red flags, I've tapped into my intuition. What you got for me, right? Like, what's this harvest? What's going to come back? You got to be open and release any outcomes that you might be attached to, whether the outcome is a certain person, a certain, job, a certain career path, a certain lifestyle, a certain financial situation. You got to release the outcome and just be open, okay? Yeah. King of Wands wanted to come out to compliment the Queen of Wands. Yeah, be open and use your intuition. Use your intuition there. That's what the King of Wands is the master of spiritual intuition. Okay? Yeah, very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and look into trust. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. The situation is calling for you to have faith. This is going to be a slow and steady wins the race type of situation, and trusting in that progress. That although maybe it looks still, although maybe you are standing still, right? Or you're waiting on that return, you're waiting on that harvest, although it's coming slowly, it is coming, okay? It's not going to be as fast as you like it, but it is coming. Very, very nice, okay? What else about trust? Yeah, and what's coming is commitment. Wow, that's beautiful. What's coming is real commitment. True, genuine, spiritual commitment. This is also a call to faith, okay? This Hierophant card. The Hierophant calls us to have a higher level of faith, a higher belief in knowing in spiritual laws and spiritual understanding deep spiritual truths, okay? And trusting in the process. This is, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant, this is trusting in the process. That there is a method to this madness that you feel or that's happening. There is a method to the seeds being sown and the harvest that you reap. Even if the harvest that you reap isn't in connection or doesn't look like the seed that you sowed. Okay, that seems to be very, very important, okay? Very, very important, Gemsters. All right, what's the overall for trust that Gemsters need to know? Yeah, here we go, Hangman. There he is. Yeah, it's needing to see it from a higher perspective. Needing to see it from a higher perspective. That it's not going to happen fast. It's not coming in hot and quick, right? It's not the Knight of Wands. It's not rushing. It's not impulsive. This is something that's coming in that is surely for you. And you got to have a higher level of faith and a deeper level of trust in that. And seeing it for what it is, right? It's that perspective that, okay, right? My intuition was cautioning me. I heeded those words. I moved forward, right? I got that. That call, that resurrection, I heeded that from the divine. And I'm trusting that what is coming, what is going to be illuminated, right? So no longer hidden. What's illuminated is that this King of Swords, you, Gemsters, right, is making a clear decision or a clear, that's you and your King of Swords energy, right? It waiting on and expecting that investment or that return in investment, okay? But that return in investment is going to look a little different than what you're expecting. And you're needing to have a higher level of trust and faith in the divine, that what is coming to you is meant to and is written. It's law with the Hierophant, right? What's coming to you is ordained by the divine. And that's something that you have to change your perspective on. You got to see it for that, right? So if this is like, let's say you were desiring something, you wanted someone, you're getting red flags. Maybe in the past life, right, you would ignore those red flags. But because you learned that lesson, you're heeding them, you're deciding to trust this process, you're deciding to allow the divine to deliver you what you truly want, which is that commitment, right? The Knight of Pentacles brings commitment. The Knight of Pentacles brings commitment and solid, stable stability. I'm not going anywhere, right? This is going to be long-term, longevity. And that's what you got to allow yourself to believe in, allow yourself to have a higher faith in, okay? Very, very interesting dynamic energy, Gemsters. This feels like a very major change, pivotal point in your energy, in your life. Okay, so just again, Stay open. Keep paying attention to the red flags. Keep trusting your intuition. Keep following that divine guidance. But ultimately, it's that call that you got to see it from a high. You're being called to see something from a higher perspective. You're being called to wait on something, right? Or to keep an open mind on how the work that you've done, the seeds that you're planted, how you reap that harvest. You got to have a higher level of faith and see something from a higher perspective in order to be at peace with it, okay? In order to have an open mind, in order to make clear decisions, right? In order to see it for what it is. Yeah, it's just this sense of you being called to a higher level of thing. Yeah, life review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. That's exactly what those red flags are. It's that life review. Like I said, something coming back from a past life, something you were being reminded about from a past life, having to heal. You've learned that lesson, that life review. What's still in balance, what needs to be resolved in doing that work. And I feel like you do that work, or you've done that work, Gemsters, okay? Or you're in between that work. Comfort keeps coming out. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So this is definitely that healing energy, healing with the sun, okay? Archangel Azrael is with a lot of the collective right now, bringing in some comfort energy as things shift and as things change. That's very interesting and very beautiful, though. Archangel Azrael is a very beautiful archangel. Energy is just very calming, definitely. Oh, got a peeker. Yep, hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael is supposed to be with me right now. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessing. That's why I was going into the whole condolences and just in that reassurance that you're not alone. There you go. There you go. So this could have also been family members, friends, anyone who's passed recently coming in from the other side to bring you comfort and to help you with this life review, to help you move past something that was hindering you in this lifetime. And that's them saying hello right here. Okay. So for those that are dealing with the loss of a loved one, they're saying hi, that they got you and that they're okay. There's no need to worry about them. Cry what you need to cry, but cry and know that they are with you, right? That they're not away from you. That's beautiful. Trust in that situation. Trust that your loved ones feel your love, and they're sending you love as well and blessings. That's a beautiful. Thank you so much, Archangel Azrael, for being here with Gemini-cancers. That's lovely. Any other archangels here? Thank you. Yeah, victory. Ooh, Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Look at that. Prayers have been heard and have been answered. Victory. That's this Sun card energy too. You're going to be victorious. This King of Swords. Whatever you've prayed about, invested in, manifested, put in the work for, you're going to be victorious in receiving it, okay? You just have to be open to how that victory comes in, okay? It may come in a different form than you're expecting it, okay? So just keep that in mind and continue to have faith. Gemsters, this was an absolutely beautiful reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy in this way. I hope you found it helpful and insightful and just brought you some sort of confirmation for whatever you have going on in your life right now. I will be posting your bonus reading very soon. It'll probably be a little bit shorter. We'll probably do a quick little challenge, reward, and balance spread, and I'll go a little deeper and pull some different oracles. But look out for that. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next reading, all right? Namaste.